The Edmonton Oilers came out tight and conservative against the Ottawa Senators Saturday night. The breaks quickly went to the bolder Sens, and Edmonton ended up getting thumped 6-1. Edmonton looked fearful of losing from the get-go, and they lost. No surprise. The defeat pushes Edmonton's record to 1 win and 3 losses, thus inspiring tonight's headline, "Is Edmonton's glass half empty or completely empty?" There's no way to spin it that the Oilers have played well in the early games this year, at least not the last 3. In our podcast, Bruce McCurdy and I dig into that question. Against the Sens, it's fair to say the Oilers could not buy a break. At one point early in the third period, Ottawa had mustered 8 scoring chances for the game and managed to score a goal on 6 of them. Usually a team scores on about 1 in 5 or 1 in 6 scoring chances. At the same time, the Oilers are giving away games early, and in the dead puck NHL, it's extremely difficult to battle back. The Oilers put in a good effort, but didn't have the jam and skill to do it against a disciplined Ottawa team on Saturday. Here are the player grades. Connor McDavid, 7. This one isn't on McDavid, unless you expect him to carry the Oil over the goal line on his back every game. He was weak in the face-offs, with just 2 wins and 9 losses, and he got just 1 assist, but he could easily have had 2 or 3 points. He chipped in on 9 scoring chances, which is a heck of a night on the attack by any standard. Kailer Yamamoto, 7. Commentator Louis Debrusque called Yamamoto the best Oilers player in the game, and there's an argument to be made there, though I would go with Darnell Nurse. Yam was cagey in puck battles and fine with his passing all game, give or take 1 brain-numbing pass to McDavid that missed the mark when Yam was on a breakaway. Shoot it, kid. Don't defer to the superstar. But this was the swell Yamamoto we saw in preseason, complete with the odd defensive miscue, including a bad misread on a back check and failed coverage down low that led to Ottawa's 3rd goal. Patrick Maroon, 6. He was part of a top line that was unlucky not to get 1 more goal. Of course, he was also part of the mind cramp that led to Ottawa's 3rd goal, with Maroon failing to pick up Mike Hoffman in the slot. Maroon was credited with 5 hits, but I'd like to see him and his fellow bruisers come out hitting harder earlier. They did not really crank up the nasty until the game was out of reach. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, 4. Well, he won 10 face-offs and lost only 2. So there's that. Otherwise, though, RNH had a meh game, not getting much done on the attack, making a bad turnover that led to a grade A scoring chance at even strength, and making 2 positional errors that contributed to goals against on the Ottawa power play. Milan Lucic, 7. He fought. He almost banged in a rebound on the power play. He hit hard. I liked his game, other than the not scoring part. Zach Cashin, 5. As the Oilers got behind, Cashin started to make that old bad play of his, where he gets the puck on the defensive boards and fires it into the middle of the ice, only to be picked off by the opposition. Had 1 nice grade A scoring chance breakaway late in the first period on a pass from Lucic, but could not bowl it in the net. Ryan Strome, 3. Looked like Teddy Purcell on a bad night. Has got to amp up his play. Getting little positive done. At least he needs to start hitting people. Jussi Jokinen, 4. How he did not score on those 2 point-blank slot shots in the second, I don't know. Had a couple bad moments on the PK, especially when he failed to close down a cross-seam pass on the second Sens goal. He also had a weak forecheck on Ottawa's 6th goal. Anton Slepyshev, 4. Bad turnover on the first goal against. He looked a bit faster and more assertive, but still not the player the Oilers had in the playoffs. Judge Herkira, 4. So he had 4 hits and a couple of them were hard ones. But needs to be more effective with the puck and on the forecheck. It's time to assert himself, or he risks sitting when Leon Draisaitl and Drake Kagaila come back in the lineup. Mark Letestu, 3. Not getting it done at even strength or on the power play right now. Part of a group of Oilers forwards who look slow out there. Eero Pekarinen, 5. Got little ice time and did little with it, save for one decent short-handed wrister from high in the slot. Adam Larsson, 4. A weird night. The fourth Ottawa goal deflected in off him. He failed to clear the puck from his own zone on the second Ottawa goal. And on the third Ottawa goal, he both gave up the blue line too readily and allowed a pass out into the slot. But he scored his own seeing-eye slapper goal. And he and Clefbaum looked generally okay. But as a culprit on 3 goals against, I can't give him a passing grade. Oscar Clefbaum, 5. He made 3 mistakes on the 5th Ottawa goal, turning over the puck, giving up the blue line and giving too much gap to the shooter. Other than that, he moved the puck and defended well. Darnell Nurse, 7. I'm not going to say any Oiler had a great game in a 6-1 loss, but Nurse came close. He hit hard. He defended well. He moved and rushed the puck well. He looked like he fit in the top 4 and his coach rewarded him, giving him the second most ice time in the game, 21:15, behind Chris Russell at 24:54. I didn't see any major mistakes by Nurse that led to grade A scoring chances against. Chris Russell, 6. I think he screened Laurent Brossoit a wee bit on the 5th goal. He's not Paul Coffey with the puck, but he's moving it okay and he had an okay game on defense as well. Johan Ovitu, 3. He did get a shot on net that Jokinen almost cashed in, but Ovitu's defensive play this game was iffy. He lost a crucial battle on Ottawa's first goal and got turned around on the 6th goal. I've yet to see NHL-quality defense from this player. Eric Gryba, 4. He was one of the culprits on the first goal against. Gryba is not exactly looking like part of the solution right now. I'd love to see Dylan Simpson called up and him and Matt Benning on the third pairing next game. Cam Talbot, 3. A culprit on the first goal against when he failed to cut out the slot pass and didn't come up with any big saves I can recall. Laurent Brossoit, 3. Uninspiring in relief. I saw him bad on both goals against.